Today's dress is this knit Butterick dress that I chose for my quilt group meeting that starts in less than an hour. And this dress has a bodice here, it has a center skirt, and flounce at the bottom, this flowy feminine flounce, and polka dot and pearls, truly extraordinary. So what I'm going to do is model it for you, and then I'm going to go to my quilt meeting, come back, and start the video. Enjoy! Just got back from the quilt group meeting and it was a lot of fun. Hi everyone, welcome to So Lovely with Grace. If you're new here, I'm Grace. If you're returning, welcome back. Today, I have so much for you. This video is going to be jam-packed full of activities. Yeah, I have highlights from the Expo fashion show that I attended. I'm also going to show you some segments from an auction, a sewing auction, and all the goodies I got. I just got back from my quilt group and we had a spring fling sale. And get this, I have subscriber creations this week, but the most I've ever had, I have 6 subscribers that sent in their creations, so it's going to be a longer segment. I'm also going to show you another So Lovely tip, and finally, we're going to have a question of the week for a new pattern giveaway. So I hope you stick around for all the fun. Like I said, this video is going to be full of a lot of highlights. Where to begin? Well, let me begin with this dress. This is a dress I sewed last year. I have a video on it. It's a Butterick pattern. It's kind of rare to find, but I just wanted to show it to you today. Since I dressed up this morning to go to my quilt group, and I wore this dress, I said, hey, I might as well model it because I'm going to record my video after the meeting. So yeah, it's a wonderful No Notions knit dress. I hope you watch the video because there's 2 other No Notions dresses in that video that I think you will enjoy. So where to begin? Well, I think the more anticipated Expo fashion show you probably are most interested in. Well, I've been going to the Expo for this will be my 4th year, and I was in the last 3 shows because the first year I didn't really know what was involved or what it was about. And I really enjoy the fashion show. But this year was a little different. It wasn't what I expected. Let's just say it was more of a show and tell. So when we got there, as in the past, I was allowed to bring 2 items to model. In fact, the first time I went to the fashion show, they go, is that all you brought? 1 item? You could bring more than 1. So that's what I did. And this year, the same. I brought 2 looks, but we were only allowed 1. And then the other surprise is when we got in line, we were all lined up for the show. They said we would be describing what we wear. And you know, I know what I'm wearing, I can describe it, but a lot of people in the line were not too thrilled about public speaking. They could go up and show, but the show and tell wasn't their cup of tea, but it worked out. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you 2 segments, actually 3. I'm going to show you Sophia from Sophia Sews and Plays. She was my sewing sister at the show. As you can see here she is when we met up, when we got there before the show. And I was walking around the show with my feather top. And boy, did that get a lot of compliments, a lot of comments, a lot of looks, and it was wonderful. And I'm wearing that top a lot. I'm wearing it to lunch or dinner, whatever. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And Sophia looked fabulous in her animal print. I also met up with Annette from the sewing studio. She's the instructor that taught about couching that I'm in love with now. So it was wonderful to see her, and she loved my top too with the feathers. And so what I want to do is show you a segment first of Sophia with her wonderful dress. Then I will show you my look. Wait till you see that. And then finally, I will show you the finale of all the models and what they wore. So I hope you enjoy it.
So it's a particular type of fabric and a particular way of manufacturing that fabric. It also has a print on it. I love the way she carefully has the giraffes all around her skirt. Look how she used the border. She used the border at the top and the bottom, which balances the dress and gives it lots of movement and style. Now, I don't know, you guys with these purses, I just cannot believe all of you ladies that go the extra mile to put a purse together. You look fabulous. It is fancy. And I almost feel like I'm a little underdressed. Here she comes with her amazing jacket and her very much ready for cocktail hour. So we have Grace. And Grace is wearing a jacket and a dress. We're gonna first talk about the jacket because every woman wants to walk into an event and look fabulous, right? So Grace, tell us about this jacket. Looks like it's a pink fur coat. Simplicity S3008.
Yes, this is a Fearless Sewing on my channel with feathers. And the coat and the dress together is inspired by Marilyn Monroe. And this is a simplicity pattern, and it has machine embroidery inside, which I'll model, and I have a matching clutch bag, which I'll model, and then I'll take the coat off and show you the dress. The dress is made from suede fabric and feathers. I got the suede fabric from the sewing studio here, and I'll just like to show it to you.
What a way to use different fabrications. So first she starts with the jacket or the coat. Notice it's not just a flat fabric. It has some type of movement in it. The jacket is a shawl collar, and she embroidered her name inside. Don't try to take this coat, because you're not gonna get too far, because Grace is gonna know, because she got her name inside her jacket. And then she's gonna show us her beautiful clutch, because what woman wants to go out on the town without a purse? I'm sorry, you have to have the accessories. Grace is modeling her purse, and now we get to see the dress. Okay, you guys, here it is. Look at this dress. Grace, you did an amazing job with the feathers. The fit is absolutely superb. As Grace walks the runway, don't you just feel like you're underdressed? Because Grace is going out on the town. Grace, I love the colors, I love the fabrication. I think the way she used the feathers was just perfect. A little bit on the top and just a little on the bottom. Grace, amazing. It's been an amazing time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. The vendors are waiting. Get your checkbooks out, your credit cards, your phone. Buy from our vendors. And my name is Sandra Lee Design. I'm Sandra Lee Chandler. That is my handle. You can find me anywhere on the internet. I am so happy and honored to be here, and have a great rest of your day. And thank you all. Okay, hold on.
So the fashion show was a little different. It was more of a show and tell where each model had to describe their look, talk about fabric and all. It was just, I would call it a show and tell, not a fashion show, but I was okay with it. I had fun, and I really would have liked to shown a second look for all the trouble, since it takes 2 hours to drive there, 2 hours to get back, and all that for 2 minutes on the stage. So I don't know. I liked it, but I don't know if I'm going to do it again. We'll see. But the real exciting part was, in the audience was Stephanie Canada watching the show. Do you girls know Stephanie? She is the vintage pattern queen of YouTube. She has thousands of vintage patterns. She also sells them on her website. I'll put the links in the description box below. And I got to meet her. She is just so wonderful. And she gave me her sticker. Look at that. Sew, fail, learn, repeat. I was so excited. So it's kind of cool. That's why going to the expo, you never know who you're going to bump into. There was so much going on in March. So when I got back from the expo, we had a spring sale in my quilt group. Not today's quilt group, but the other quilt group. Like I said, I'm in 2. And they had an auction, which they normally have in the fall, which they're going to do again in the fall. But they decided to try one in the spring. And boy, I made out like a bandit. And I want to show you a little segment of the auction. And then I'm going to show you what I got. So this is the quilt group auction. And the merchandise is all out. And our members are looking over the merchandise. It will be beginning in about 5 minutes. And we have snacks here that everybody brought. Lots of goodies that I should not be eating. And we have drinks in the back. And it's always a good time. And I brought the turkey and cheese and crackers is going pretty quick. So, we're ready to go. Butterflies.
Linda, is that double or is that just one? Just one, so it's 8 blocks.
Yep. $20. Can we hear any higher than 20? $20? Nobody?
Wait a minute. Yeah, but it hasn't started. Look at the butterfly fabric.
Look at what you can bid on later to go with it.
25. Anybody else? 30. We're up to 30. Anybody? 40. $40. Anybody else?
There's a butterfly pillow behind us also.
Yeah.
Want to see it?
Yeah. Everybody saw it.
Oh.
Barbara, what were we at? 40.
Nice.
Anybody else? $40. Going. Gone. $40 number 8.
That was just a minute of the auction that I showed you, but it was like 3 or 4 hours long. I only stayed for 2, but I got a lot of stuff. So let me show you what I got at this auction that I'm so excited about. Of course, I got embroidery files. Oh my gosh. They were $1 each. I got this. I love pickle pie, but I got this. I'm so excited about it. Look at that. So sweet candy holder. And then the flower. So I'm definitely going to be stitching this one out soon. I got this embroidery design, this little zip cork bag. Wonderful. I'm going to go through them quickly. They're $1 each. That's how much they were. They weren't auctioned. They were in a bin. And I got a Anita Good design. Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. How beautiful. All these designs, $1. Brand new. These are brand new. And then this Anita Good design, change purse, key organizer, mouse pad cover, cell phone holster, just a variety of stitch outs that you can do on your embroidery machine, because I'm all about embroidery. Now this group was a quilt group, so they're not as interested in it. I also got these bobbin rings. Look at these. You can hold your bobbin. They're rubber. I love them. I got all of them. Nobody wanted them. I think I got these all for $10 and various sizes. So I'll be putting my bobbins in those. One of the best things I got, which I was shocked that I outbid somebody, but I got 18 spools of serger thread. And what I like about it is the colors, because I only have black, white, gray, and they had red, and I'm going to be making a red dress in the future, an upcoming video, and they're all new except 2 of them I think are used, but it came with this case. There's 18 spools, and I got it for $25. So that was fun bidding on that and winning. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I got a basket of embroidery water-soluble stabilizer. This whole basket is full of it. Look at this Solvay, Ultra Solvay. I use it all the time. This water-soluble stabilizer, this mesh water-soluble, the basket itself. I think I got the whole thing for 20 bucks. So I was really thrilled to walk out with that. And let me show you this cart I got. It's one of these Sterilite carts. It has 3 drawers. Hang on. Here it is. This 3-drawer cabinet. This plastic cabinet with 3 drawers. It has casters at the bottom so I could wheel it around my sewing room. And what I'm going to use this for is for my current projects. So as I'm working with them, I can wheel this around. I got it for $5. I couldn't believe it. They were giving stuff away. So let me show you my last 2 purchases. I got this divider, this office divider. You know, you can put books in here. Of course, I'm putting my Vogue fabric swatch catalogs here. I have a lot more to put in, but this is wonderful. So now I don't have to stack them in a pile. They'll be easy to access. So yeah, I think I paid $10 for that, and it's brand new. All the stuff was wonderful. And my last purchase was this iron, the Shark iron. Look at the plate, spotless. And it's computerized. I've used it already. It has the computer output reading. It's heavy. It's brand new. This was $5. $5. So yeah, ladies, if you have an opportunity to check out an auction, go. They're a lot of fun. And then this morning, I went to my other quilt group that I'm on the board of, and they had a sale too. It wasn't an auction, it was a sale. And before that, we had show and tell. So people show their bags they made or their quilts they made. And generally, I don't participate because I don't quilt. But the girls were saying, Grace, you need to go up there and show your bag. Since you quilted your bag, that counts. So you remember, if you watched my Pearl video, I quilted this bag. It's just a cosmetic bag. And then I quilted it. I had the foam in here. And then I sewed on the pearls and added the handle, and then I weaved the pearls in the handle. So that was a lot of fun. Everybody loved my bag and the dress I'm wearing. And I just told them, you know, you want to add that little extra to be extraordinary every day. So yeah, I love both of my quilt groups. So here's a little excerpt of what was being sold today. I didn't buy anything today. I just didn't really have a need for quilting cotton. But let me show you what they sold. Ooh, so cute. Little plates. We got salad and bread. Oh my gosh. Fruit and lots of these goodies. So we're diving in. Oh, we got snacks here. So here is my group. I don't want to get anybody in there that doesn't want to be. And we're just setting up the tables for the sale. So they got a couple of sergers here for sale. And all this fabric. Wow.
But if you feel that it's too much, you
Amazing.
just put it, okay?
So much fabric here.
Any questions for me? I gotta get money.
Lots of fabric. Quilting cottons here. So that's it. And now for my favorite segment of the show, Subscriber Creations. This week I had 6 subscribers sending me their creations. And wow, I am so blown away with the talent. Now, I have emails here that I printed out for each one of their subscriber creations. And I am not going in any particular order because I have no idea who sent in their first one. But the first one on the stack here is Sharon Stacy. She sent in tablecloths, 2 tablecloths. This first tablecloth was made from scraps from fabric she got at Hobby Lobby and bias trim. And look at that, I love the colors. And the second one was made from outdoor fabric that she loves and that's water resistant, so it's easily to clean. So yeah, look at those photos. And here is a photo of her with her girls on St. Patrick's Day. It looks like they had a lot of fun. Thank you for these photos, Sharon. You are so talented and I appreciate you sending these to me. Let's see, the next subscriber I have here is Cindy Winkler. She sent in many photos of her creations in the past, and this week there's multiple. What she has here is a Mandalorian blouse. If you see the pattern, it's Mandalorian. And she used the true bias pattern, shown here. Beautiful. Wow, I love it. And she also made a quilt, a Peter Pan quilt for her grandbaby, shown here. And finally, a birthday banner for her husband that she got the pattern from Pin, Cut, and Sew. Thank you for sending in these, Cindy. You're so multi-talented and I love all your creations. And next I have Sheila Lucernoni. And here she did a denim jacket, a white denim jacket with a flannel animal print insert. This is Simplicity 3168. She says she got a white stretch denim with a tiger print flannel for the accent panels. Both fabrics were from Joanne. Absolutely wonderful, Sheila. It was her first attempt at welt pockets and a collar with a collar stand. You did an excellent job. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we continue with Christine Adamkowski. Yes, Christine, she did a Babylon leather bag, the Kelly bag if I recall. And in this one, she sent a sarong dress. Okay, let's see, in a vintage style purse and corsages. So I'll show all these photos. The pattern is a McCall's pattern for this sarong dress. Absolutely stunning. I love it. And the flower corsages that she made from faux flowers from Dollar Tree and some ribbon that she cut in strips and attached to a felt pad with jewelry pin on the back. And look there, she modeled the corsages on the dress form with that outfit. Wow, that's extraordinary for sure. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And finally, this vintage bag from an old Vogue pattern. And she got the fabric from Joann's before they closed. I can't believe it. It's so amazing. Look at the talent we have in this sewing community. Thank you again, Christine. Let's see. Next I have Sharon Taylor. Now Sharon Taylor was one of my pattern winners, and she won this blouse pattern that I sent her. And when she took the pattern out of the envelope, the patterns, the paper pattern sheets were all faded. And I was shocked when she told me because this was a newer pattern. This was not old at all, but it was barely visible and she had to retrace it to make her blouse. So here's an image of it. I want to show it to you. I was shocked, I told her, but she did make the top and she did a great job. Look at her here. I love the lace trim at the bottom. Yes. Oh, and your little dog there. So cute. So yeah, Sharon, you did great. And let me read a little bit on her email. I finished the top and I'm pretty happy with it after some adjustments. I wanted short sleeves for summer and feared doing all the buttonholes. I did it sort of like a polo shirt. And she thought it was pretty until she put it on. It looked like a bed pillow. Well, my fabric is a bed sheet. And I sent a picture to my daughter and we decided it was the gathers above the bust that we didn't like. I took those out, pressed them flat, and slid it up the front, decided to take your advice and do fearless sewing. Yes, that's what I said, do fearless, and I put in those buttonholes. Yeah, I'm so proud of you. I didn't like the sleeves on the first rendition, so I chose the short sleeves from McCall's 7977 for my redo. I think it's pretty cute now, although it doesn't look like much like the original. But guess what? It's stunning, and you did a great job. Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much, Sharon. And finally, Jeannie Judnick sent in these 2 photos initially of a dress she made from McCall's 7122 and this top from Simplicity 8061. And she looks wonderful. And thank you. The top is a muslin. She's not crazy about it, but I think it's adorable. I love it. And I love you modeling your McCall's dress. Jeannie, you look great. And then after that, she followed up with another email. Here she sent photos of the satchel bag and keychain wallets. And she writes, I've been making keychain wallets and satchel type bags to try to sell so I can save money to ship the little girls' dresses for the orphanages. And here's one of the little girl's dresses she sewed up. Great job, Jeannie. Wow, I'm so impressed with everyone's talent. Thank you for sending me your creations. And I hope you continue in the future because I love to show these on my channel. And now for today's So Lovely tip. Today's So Lovely tip comes from Beverly Askew. She sent me a goodie bag in the mail last week. And all of the items in the bag are So Lovely tips. The first tip I have are these gloves that she sent. You can get these at Harbor Freight. And let me read about them. Rubber coated grip gloves that function perfectly as quilting gloves for free motion quilting and handling slippery fabric. Yeah. And what I would use these for, I haven't used them yet because I just took them out of the bag a week ago and they've been sitting on my sewing table for rotary cutter protection. I have rotary cutter gloves specifically for that, but you could also use these too. Look at these. They are coated and I think they would be good. Now it says here that these are only $3 at Harbor Freight versus $20 at specialty quilting gloves that you purchase at a quilt shop. So yeah, this would be today's So Lovely tip. And now for next week's pattern giveaway, it's going to be McCall's MP691, also known as M7786. There are the line drawings. Look at these pants. Wow, they're adorable. I absolutely love this view. Great for a vacation, walking on the beach. How flowy is that? The sizes are from 6 to 14. And let's see, the fabrics it calls for are cotton blends, linen, crepe, stable knits. Notions are 1-inch wide elastic. So this looks like it's going to be an easy peasy. And the rules of the giveaway are you need to be a resident of US or Canada because that's where I ship to. You need to be a subscriber to my channel. Please thumbs up this video and answer the question of the week. And this week's question is, do you sharpen or buy new blades for scissors or rotary cutters when they are dull? Please put it in the comments. Please post your response by Monday, April 6th at midnight. And I will respond with the word entered, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Good luck!
You're on.
So
Welcome to my channel, Sophia Sews and Play.
And So Lovely with Grace.
And Parks Crafty Creations.
And we're here at the Sewing and Quilting Expo in Lakeland, Florida.
Make sure you come next year and don't you dare miss us.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.